for all. Move in and execute all mission parameters.
Mission is a failure.
Get mad later, we got a mess to clean up.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, welcome to the stream, welcome to the show. We are here, we are live, and it's about to go down. Minor 1 pre-quals, grand final, RAJ Reds versus Dhaka Icons. RAJ Reds from the BTV clan, Dhaka Icons from the ABT gaming squad. Both teams are in it to win it. Both teams are favorites to win it. But I don't know. Personally, I have this feeling that RAJ Reds might take the victory. They are going into this tournament as favorites. They have started this year of COD in CDL with absolute domination. We would like to see some new names coming into the championship glory, and it'd be really nice to see some fresh faces up at the top. So I'm really excited. I'm sure everyone is as well, and everyone's at the edge of their seats to see what the rest of the year of CDL has in store for us. Will it be new narratives? Or will it be the reinforcement of the old faces and the old glorious names? This tournament, this grand final will settle it and start the new stories. Stay with us. We're almost there. We've got the lobbies ready. Unfortunately, there were a lot of game side issues that we had to resolve before we could get a timely start. So apologies for that, but we will be live with First Blood very, very, very shortly. Stay with us and we'll give you further updates shortly. All right. Grand Finals, Map 1, Hardpoint Scar, RAJ Reds versus Dhaka Icons. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, the matchup we've all been waiting for, this entire COD community has been waiting for. Here we go. First Blood, who takes it?
Mirror 38. Never mind, Arham with 2 kills. 3 down already for RAJ Reds. RAJ doing a... Whoa, okay. Have to get used a bit to the colors. I'm ready. Alright, we have two big teams for the grand finals. Shagbar, what are your thoughts?
I just gave a big introduction. I genuinely feel like there's a lot of stories to be made, stories to be told based on this matchup. 7 maps. It's going to be a fight to the end, fight to the finish. Barest of margins will be the storyline throughout the series. Expecting some seriously good gunfights, some seriously good entertaining play. You can tell because the score lines are still not too far ahead. Dhaka Icons, they're not comfortable. They have a strong start. They've got some good control over the map, but unfortunately right now it just seems like RAJ Reds have consolidated. They have started putting some pressure back on, and they're looking to put a lot of heat back on this map. It's been quite a slow start for RAJ Reds, but it looks like they're piling back on, and just then, just while they were starting to inch away with the lead for the first time in this map, Dhaka Icons just looks to come back. Prodigy with a big flank there to break the hill and win it back. With 10 seconds left on the hill and rotations needing to happen, number 8 and number 5 have already charged on. Solo Molo on the other side, trying to slow down this charge on this new hill, and he does manage to do so with number 2 and 4 comfortably on hill. You can see Ice now just about to push out now with a bit of map control here. But have they read the spawns from Akhan here? He's got a sub here. Okay. Not enough damage profile with that gun at that range, unfortunately. It just felt like, or maybe, should I correct myself? It's probably the server just sticking up there. Solo with the head glitch there. And it looks like a 20-point lead to the Rajai Reds. The first time in this map that they've taken the lead, and it looks like they're piling on here with rotations going into P4 here. And 18 seconds left on the clock. It seems like it's Rajai Reds very comfortable as they go into P4. Asif.
Nah, even Rajai having a very slow start, but my goodness, they did from P2, securing the spawns, preventing Dark Icons to break it and took some time, but they still managed to took good amount of time in P2. P3 played it really well, and they're on to P4. You can see that even with this slow start, Rajai is playing really well. Getting the trades, supporting each other. Straight away. Akhan had a bit of a slow start. He's still having a slow start. I think throughout the game he's gonna be a player to look for. Dark Icon trying to close the gap in between. They had a good amount of time in P4. Both the teams are moving to P, the last hard point, P5. So you can see Rajai Red has the spawn, but never mind. As I speak, Atif Arham and Akhan gets 2 at the back, but you can still see that Rajai Red is on time, getting majority of it. They're spawning next to 18 wheelers. It's gonna be a very crucial here. This one should
Oh, for sure, for sure. It looks like the scores are very much closing back into even. It'll be very much important who wins the rotation going down to P1. It is a very close rotation, but control over the map will matter the most when you start to shift from here to P1, and then the momentum will shift with you as you go over to the motel side. So it's really important, especially with the lead and the margins being so close to each other. It's really important that you have absolute discipline as you move around the map. Cookie J with some really important kills here on this rotation. It did look like they were trying to get a setup on, but very easily broken there by Rajai Reds, who have comfortably taken over the map, even though Dhaka Icons had a very early rotation and a good setup as they would have felt, but execution was probably not there. You can see Mehrab just trying to get into the mix, just trying to get lost here. He takes a kill, he tries to move around so that the call-out is not as clear, fragmenting himself across the map. Mehrab takes 2 critical pieces, trying to get a bit more damage here in the middle map, so his teammates can break here. But Ice with a big flank on the white wall, and he manages to take the lone man up on hill. And they have managed to break that hill again, and they are now setting up for this new hill in Motel. Like I said, it's really important how you win these gunfights and this rotation in P1, because the momentum is everything here. Prodigy up top on Motel, now holding this down. He gets taken out by Mehrab, and it looks like it's a 2-man stack here. Easily broken down. Trophies are gonna go down by Nav, but there is a man spawning at the back. Has Nav read that? He's gonna get a timing on Cookie J here. Cookie J nicely knifes him down. Now Mehrab has to come in for the trade. He's probably gonna have to find Prodigy here. He has to take him down. Does so clean. No one on hill. Still a lot of threat around it, so they can comfortably get on hill without any map control. Mehrab tried to have a solid passage of play there, but he gets taken down by Cookie J. 20 seconds apart, still consistent, but Rajai Reds just edging ahead. I told you at the start, Asif, I gave an intro at the start that I feel like this series is just tilted on the balance to RAJ Red. Just the slightest bit, but nonetheless it's just on their side. I don't know, and it looks like it. On the lead all the way through. Take it away, Asif.
No, absolutely. I was saying RAJ Red is performing really well. Like they're fighting 2v2. You could see that the trades were there. Rotations are being done early. So when you're playing at this level in grand finals, like as you said, like kills are very important. You have to make sure that you win those gunfights. And look at this, like kill defeat is literally blue. We have one from RAJ Red, protein points. His teammates supporting him over plane. They just took him off. There should be both the teams should be rotating to blue now because that hill is very important. Tag icons, they're like what 49 points away, not too far off. But RAJ Red is slowly, as you said, they're edging for the win. Now they're playing top blue. Gets the person in the back. Get one more kill, uses pistol, yes, gets a very important kill there. Taka icons should get one, and they should have taken a bit more points there. I think the spawns are flipped again. It only needs about 49 points to win this map. Solomon taking the remaining 10 seconds before everyone jumps to P5. All the way on the other side, you can see that Taka icon is already set up there. You can see number 8 and number 5 on both ends of the map. On both the course, but never mind. You can see number 4 I spawned at the back behind Nev. I don't know if the calls were given. Oh, that might be very beneficial for RAJ Red. Yeah, about 25 seconds, 25 points to finish off this match. RAJ Red, I think they will be able to finish it off here.
It looks like the victory is imminent, Asif.
No, of course, easily. I don't know how, but the spawns there literally flipped and was very local for RAJ Red. 4 seconds left.
7, 8, 9. Cookie J and squad, RAJ Reds, what have you done? What an entry! What an entry to the circuit. Grand finals. Highest of occasions. Minor 1. And they have made their mark. They've just announced to the community that we are here, we're to play, we are here to play, we're here to compete, here to dominate. And domination they have done. They've just absolutely destroyed Taka icons. Nowhere close to getting to 250. RAJ Reds, an absolute. I would say, by the standards of Taka icons, this is an absolute domination. There we go. Map 1 goes to RAJ Reds. They're up in this 7-game series by 1. It's all to still play for. Don't count anyone out. It is the CDBL Grand Finals. Anything can happen. We will see you shortly in Exposure. Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready. What a map we've just witnessed. RAJ Reds up in the series 1-0. I did say at the start that I just feel like they can edge away with the victory here. They seem to be the prized favorites. They've had a very strong start to the series and the tournament. Bolo. Bolo. All right. We're going to search and destroy exposure. We were going to do some stat rollouts, but the lobby is starting quite quickly. So stay with us. We're just about to start. We'll probably do stats in the next round. Search and destroy. Oh. What happened there? Viewers, apologies. Seem to be a game related issue again. Private lobbies is unfortunately heavily glitched. But we should be starting shortly. The match is in its loading screen. So here we go. All right, Asif, take us away in this first round.
Well, search and destroy. Forgot the map name. But
Exposure.
exposure. Rajai Reds on their defense. It's looking like it's going to be a B plant from Taka Icons. And they're all literally pushing left, and I think they're looking for P. Trying to get rid of Icon with the first blood. Ice gets the straight instantly. You can still see 6 and 7 from Rajai Red is still protecting B, and it came down to a 3v2. Atif with the bomb. I think they're planning to go A and air plant, or maybe they're gonna look for a peak. Feels like Rajai is very stacked on B still. Well, they moved out onwards to A. Might get a peak. I think they spotted one. Cookie comes for the trade. 1v2. Atif and Navid. Both of them at a good angle to check on A. About 15 seconds on the clock for Cookie to do something. Well, first round attack for Taka Icons. A very well played attacking round. I think this Assert and this Wishak was going to go very head to head between these two teams. Both of these two teams have really good S&D players.
Indeed. Let's see what the response side looks like for Rajai Reds. They're gonna have to take this bomb and plant it down. That was a very clean offense from Dhaka Icons in the last round. Let's see what Rajai Reds looks to pull through. Trying to do those peaks. Cookie J, fancy little moves there. It looks like a full stack dirt push. They're gonna probably wanna all stack up here and try to level out the gunfights here. Akan holding irons there. Merab takes a big piece there, and it's gonna be very difficult for them to leave out of this side. Now, Anaf gets a horrible timing, but he gets taken out by the nade, and it is a 3v1 situation. That play was questionable at best. What have they done? But Cookie J, Captain Fantastic, we've seen him do this multiple times. We've seen him clutch situations that just should not be clutched. Can he pull through? He still has to defuse. He still has to set the plan. He takes another. Oh my word. He's bringing it back for his teammates. Nav on the charge. Now Cookie has the comfort zone to make that plant happen. He is moving through. He's trying to find out where Nav could potentially be, peeking and securing the bomb plant. He's trying to look for information here. Nav now quickly checking. He might get a timing here. Cookie, oh my word, they've just swapped seats within each other, and now Nav is probably going to move all the way out. No, he probably reads it. He does. Oh my word, Nav takes him out. Oh my word, the timing in that particular passage of play was just insane. It had to go down to timing, and it did. Both players just crossed each other looking the other way. Nav, what a read to just come back to think that maybe Cookie J would drop back out there and make the plant there. If Nav had not read that, he would have had a really tough time trying to set that defuse. What a round win, and what a comeback. Asif.
No, really good attack and defense round from Taka Icons. Looks like they're gonna Well, you can see that Red have almost the same strat as they had on the last defense. A bit more spread out, I would say. Tuvi gets the first one on Ati. Red taking more of the map area. He can with the bomb, taking his time, going back to spawn. I think he's gonna try to join his teammates. 2-2 split from Red. Akan gets 1. 3v3. Akan gets 2, taking him down to a 3v2 now. Ice on the other side gets Mehrab on a 2v2 now. Dark Icon takes a bit of their time while planting bomb. Not very instant. They want to make sure that they get the kill. Secure the map. Ice gets 1. Ice gets 2. Round win for Rajshahi Red there. Very good defense round, I would say. You can see that Rajshahi Red is very prepared for this game. Like, they have their own strats. You see there was a 2-2 split. They took a lot of the map coverage. They know what they're doing. Then Ishak, they're here to give Dark Icons a very, very good fight.
For sure. That was definitely a good return back. They were definitely at a disadvantage at very early stage of that particular round, but they clinically brought it back for themselves. Very nicely done. It seems to be a solar side push for B. All teams reading that properly. It's a full stack here. Nav gets a horrible timing trying to throw that nade, and it's down to Akan by himself here. Bomb is down, so he does have a bit of information on that. Gets a bit of lag there. He does get some good bullet touches there. He knows the bomb's down there, so right now Rajshahi Red has to make a play here. Anaf, I don't know if he's noticed that the bomb was down. He backed out too far ahead, and now the bomb's about to go down for the plant, and it's gonna turn the tides over to Rajshahi Reds. And Anaf gets a good kill there. He now has to heal up before he can chow. Ice, just a bit caution there. He doesn't go for the trade. So this is going to come down to a genuine S&D 1-on-1. Ice, trying to read for that. He does. Clean. Akan gets taken out. And it is back to level the storyline. 2-2. Rajshahi Reds is back. This series is very much on the balance. But Rajshahi Reds just at every single pressure point seems to bite back and seems to show that they're here to shine. What a return there. It's 2-2. We go into the next round. Asif, take it away.
Okay, it's gonna be an attack round again to Taka Icons. They are going to A, looks like. A very similar strat from Takarachi. Someone gets the first blood on Akan. Bomb has been dropped. I hope he saw that bomb was dropped there. A very interesting person to be there. Not everyone's going to be expecting him. Ice falls up with another kill. Makes it a 4v2. And someone gets Nav coming down for a 1v4 and Merab gets taken down. A very, very comfortable round win for Rajshahi Red. So comfortable that it took literally 20 seconds, I would say, if not less.
All right, Rajshahi Reds now putting the pressure back on Dhaka Icons. They're in the lead now, and Dhaka Icons now have to make something special happen to bring some pressure back and the momentum that they had earlier in this map. It's a very stacked up push. Ice manages to get the trade. He gets 2. So it's down to a 2v2 situation here. Bomb is very close. Actually, it's a 3v2 situation right now. And Nav and Arham, Atif, we probably need to consolidate here. Atif sees 1. He sees 2. He doesn't manage to get the other. Nav not close enough for the trade, but can he get some good timings? He does! What a clutch! Timing is everything in search and destroy, and Nev just manages to sliver through with 2 crucial kills there to bring things back on, bring the tide back on their side. It's 3-3 S&D. We're not going anywhere. This is probably going down to a round 11 search and destroy. Oh my word, you cannot split these two teams apart. It's too much happening, Asif.
It's too much happening. Like it's 3-3, very close game, and I will feel like this round will be a very important round for both of the teams. You can see that bomb has been carried solo in mid. Attack icons, everybody pushed to the left side of the map. Nav gets the first blood. Arham falls up killing Ice. Makes it a 2v4. I think they're gonna have a easy plant at B. Sorry, Takai and Nav gets Sholomolo. Gets down to our RAJ Red's captain, Cookie J. For 1v4. Will he be able to do it? He gets 1. Alright, if Cookie takes his time, maybe he'll be able to do something. He's been doing stuff like this. We saw him in the past getting kills, but never mind. He gets killed. Taken down by Taka Icon. Taka Icon wins the round. But even if this slight 1 round win is still not enough for Taka Icons to be in a comfort zone against RAJ Red. Ishakwe, tell me your thoughts.
Oh my word, that lead is nothing. That's peanuts. You gotta win this from here if you really wanna be able to feel comfortable. 4-3 is nothing between these two teams. This is anyone's game, and RAJ Reds, I still feel just a bit more comfortable. I do feel like Taka Icon's just a bit tentative. RAJ Reds just feels like there's more conviction in how they're playing each session, each strategy. They just feel like they're a bit more put together here, a bit more rehearsed. Icon's definitely just needs to tighten things up here. Callouts have been given. Trade comes in. Merab takes a big kill here. Can he take the other one? He doesn't, but Nav has snuck through on this backside here, and he might get some good timings here. He's just ironing through, and he might get a good timing on the trophy, and he does. He gets another kill. He's trying to shoulder. And whilst the distraction was happening on this side, the bomb has been set down, but Anaf, can he dead it? No, he doesn't. Prodigy manages to still sliver away with the kill, and it is 4-4. Nav just trying to make some noise in the back, but he gets traded there at the end. And makes it a 1v1 situation for Anaf, and the bomb was down, so obviously he started having to look for Prodigy. And Prodigy just too good in these moments. And he definitely comes out on top. 4-4, nothing to split this apart. Asif, it's a round 11, I'm calling it now.
I have a feeling as well, Ishakwe, it's going to be around 11, but this one is going to be literally a game-changing, a map-changing round. Whichever team wins this round especially is going to have a big advantage, and you can see it. I think it's going to be a very slow playing mech. Never mind, Project gets 1 kill with his nade kills. Arham Knight, a bit of advantage here for RAJ Red. You can see that number 4 from Taka Icons is taking his time closer to their spawn. Very tempted to plant A, maybe waiting for his teammate to give call out. Sholomolo gets Nav. Only 2 people remaining from Taka Icons. Merab gets Cookie J. Ice against Merab gets... Well, it's a 1v3 for Akon. He gets the bomb down at B. Taking his time in the opponent's spawn. He will spot one, spots them. Good trigger discipline. I think he gets spotted now. Very comfortable win for RAJ Red, I will say here. That was a very comfortable win for the round, of course. They are 1 round away to secure their second map win. RAJ Red. Ishakwe, do you think Taka Icons will be able to win this defend round.
I'm telling you, man, RAJ Reds just way too comfortable. In every strategic play that they're making, every setups that they're making, they're just a bit more rehearsed. They just know what each other is doing. I don't know, Dhaka Icons just don't seem to be playing together as much. Anaf was spending so much time in dirt all by himself. There was not much cover. Everyone was picked off one by one by RAJ Reds there, and unfortunately it's showing. It's showing how much conviction that Reds are playing with. Nav gets taken down by a big cruise here. Information is out that where they are exactly stationed. Prodigy takes one out. Atif gets out as well. They're all coming out and taken down, and taken down they shall, because RAJ Red is up on top. Map 2 goes to RAJ Red. The scoreline doesn't show it. It shows that there was probably a bit of fight in this map, but I'll tell you, every map just felt like it was swinging towards Reds at all times. It just felt like it. And here we go again. 6-4 the scoreline, and it shows it. RAJ Reds up on top. We go into map 3. Overload, the one that brings everything into balance again in the series. Can that happen today? Or will it be a bang out, lights out series going towards the red side? Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready. We're going to Scar next. Map 3, Scar, Overload. Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready. Alright. Whilst the lobbies are getting ready, we have to manually set them up. Let's have a look at the players that are playing today. Starting things off, leading RAJ Reds from the front. A person that has just improved his game day after day and night after night. He's been on the grind and he's proven why he's worthy of being here up at the top. Taking all the recognition, Captain Fantastic, Cookie J. What an amazing character, what an amazing personality, one of the favorites in the community. And in the CDBL house, we like to call him the Captain Fantastic. Up with him is Sholomolo. A return from him into the CDBL circuit. The last time we saw him in this professional space was in 2021. Black Ops Cold War, times were different back then. But here we see him again, up at the top, where he deserves to be. And then, one of the finest players we've ever seen in the community, one of the biggest signings of the year, biggest transfer, Prodigy, an ex-Guti player. What a player. What a find for BTV. What a find for RAJ Reds. He's definitely taken this team up to another level. A prolific player, highly experienced, has a lot of game time. With them is Rafi. His second time showing in the CDBL circuit. Definitely has a lot of talent, a lot of potential, and he's in the perfect space. He's amongst the champions. And the glory here will give him tons of confidence going into the main legs of the league. Up next, one of the most talented players in the community. I would say the talented player in the community. Ice. Ranking up a lot of experience. Just as much as his captain, Fantastic Cookie J. Doesn't have much to show for in the PR ranks, but he is very, very dangerous. One of the hardest gunfights you'll ever take in a map. On the other side, leading Dhaka Icons, two-time CDL champion and champion on 4 separate occasions. Akhan, the leader from the front of Dhaka Icons, notoriously good. One of the hardest gunfights you'll ever face in the map, without a doubt. One of the most popular CDL players in the circuit. What a treat to watch him play, and hopefully he makes it count today. With him, Atif, Black Ops extraordinaire, one of the best Black Ops player there is in the circuit, 2-time CDL champion, 3-time champion in total. And then we've got 2 more to show. We might just have to do it later because the lobby is about to start.
Okay, it was I think scrappy start, but the bomb should be visiting very soon. Nonetheless, RAJ is 2 up. We're on to overloads. And RAJ had scored instantly in the break. I don't know if we're
hello.
having a technical difficulty.
কি ইস্যু ছিল?
Yeah, I think there's a slight technically difficulties.
Alright, we do apologize. There was a bit of a game-related issue at the start when teams have to swap over to their own designated spawn points. And so this will be a full reset. But as the lobbies get set up, which unfortunately we have to do again manually. Final 2 players to show. Final 3 players to show actually. We've got one of the oldest Call of Duty players in the community. I've been playing with this man personally since 2011. And he's still here, still kicking it strong, still the GOAT he always was. Get some! He's back in the professional circuit, he's back on the grind. And this man he's got the reputation to show for it. Up here at the toppest level. What a player, what a name. One of the OGs of the community, and it's good to see him at this level. Up next, we've got arguably one of the most intelligent, one of the best CDL players we've got in the community. 2-time champion, 4-time overall champion, 1 ring to his name. Nav. He has also been playing for a long time. He's got lots of reps, a lot of experience behind him. And he needs it all for his team today. They're definitely on the back. They're definitely trailing, and he needs all of that expertise to come in and show out for his team today. Finally, we leave the best for the last. One of the most decorated players in the community, a CDBL Hall of Famer. If you want to be the best, this is the standard. If you want to be the greatest, you have to give him a try. Mirab 38, one of the most experienced players, the stats like no other. 3-time champion, 5-time overall champion, 3 times MVP. This man has too many rings for his shelves. What a player to have in our community. What an achiever. An overachiever, one might say. The standards he set for himself and his team is beyond imagination. But right now, they're all up in question because Rajshahi Red, with the young bloods, with the talent, with the potential, with the promise, are out on the hunt. Can stories shift? Can new stories be told? Or the old tales will be reinforced? We're going to map 3, Scar, Overload with Rajshahi Reds up 2-0 in the 7-map grand final. Minor 1, pre-quals, all to play for here. And a lot to play for still in this series. Stay with us, we're still getting the lobbies ready. We'll be with you shortly. Scar, everyone. We're coming to you shortly with live action. I think the news from the lobby is the settings have been set, and hopefully this is a start. We're just on the loading screen at the moment. Here we go.
Map numero 3. Rajshahi Red 2-0 up in the grand finals. Best of
7.
7. I feel it's going to be another fun map to watch, Shogha. We saw what they did, Rajshahi Red in the first hardpoint in this map. I'm expecting another banging performance from both teams. Both teams playing both straight away and score. Now can get the first 2 kills. Ice breaks 2 people. Ice gets another one. Ice on 3. But never mind, Aram Knight gets the trade first. Icon with the bomb tries to slip away through mid cut. No, not that easy. The bomb is going to be scored by Ice. Bomb, ball. What do you want to say? Rajshahi Red with 1-0 up. We have about 4 minutes left. Sholomolo gets 2 Ps. Prodigy gets 1. Looks like it's very controlled. Never mind. Icon says no. And he defends the whole bomb. And no, never mind. Sholomolo gets another point for Rajshahi Red. Rajshahi Red is currently 2 out of shot there.
Oh my word, Rajshahi Red. I would have thought maybe Dhaka Icons will have overload sorted, but it just looks like Rajshahi Red is just way too comfortable with this game, and Dhaka Icons have no response, no answer for the demolition derby that Rajshahi Reds is currently doing. Prodigy making it look like easy work with those two massive snappy kills there. He's got a 3-stack on him. Can he take one with him? No, he cannot. But is the damage done? It is, because they are now up by 3. A score has been made at the same time whilst Prodigy was keeping those 3 busy at the back. And right now it's Rajshahi Reds all over the map. And is it fair to say that we've got a spawn trap going there, and it's already halftime? Hello? Has it even been 1 minute since the map started? What are we witnessing? What are we watching? It just looks like an absolute domination from Rajshahi Reds. There was a full-on spawn trap going there at some point, I feel. Or it felt like it. Oh my word. Rajshahi Reds just absolutely dominating at this stage. 4-0 up. Dhaka Icons have to have something miracle now working towards you. Prodigy. Let's watch him. He's taking a full push out to motel or store here. He's going to try to find Atif here, who somehow manages to win the gunfight. From the toughest of situations. He takes 2 with him. Ice is down as well, and it's the lone man left on the bomb site. But at the same time, Dhaka Icons was not close enough to capitalize on that 4-stack down. And Ice has made his ground cut back, and he's close enough on the bomb site to put some pressure down. He manages to sliver through. No one reads that he was coming through top bottom blue. And easily he makes another score, and it's 5-0. Oh my word, what are we watching here at this stage? Cookie J playing for the reset, and again comfortably he's gonna probably go in for the score here, and he gets taken out by Nav somehow. It gets done. Dhaka Icons definitely severely on the back foot here, and an absolute domination by Rajshahi Reds right now. 5-0 up, and it doesn't look like they are looking to slow down here. Akan manages to take one, trying to play possession here with some support. It's a 4 down, but so is the bomb, and so are they. So Rajshahi Reds will manage to spawn in and be able to protect this A site. And Atif now has to fall back for some reinforcements from his team. But he manages to sneak through, but he cannot capitalize. Ice manages to take a few powerful kills there to be able to slow down the charge here. And they will look to push this towards the A site with the bomb on hand. A lot of damage being done, but Akan with a clean push there. He's got one adversary in the front, which is Sholomolo, who manages to make light work of that push. There is simply no response good enough for Rajshahi Reds right now. Dhaka Icons have nothing, no answers to every question that Rajshahi Reds makes across the map in every single corner. Sholomolo making light work of these seasoned pro veterans. Sholomolo 2021 calling, we missed you. Oh my word, what are we witnessing? 6-0, score has been made. This is too easy for Rajshahi Reds at this point. Go ahead, Asif.
I can say, Shokbhai, Rajshahi Red is casually cruising in 4th gear in this overload map. They are just like a training ground for them. They're just doing everything casually, no problem. Look at this, 7-0 against Dhaka Icons. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Sholomolo would have been on an 11 kill streak against them?
I'll tell you what, I thought it. I called it at the start of the stream. The Rajshahi Reds go in as favorites. And favorites they are. Absolute domination. It doesn't matter that Akan's in the kill feed dominating. It does not matter. Because the cruise is out. And Asif, I have to correct you. They're casually cruising in gear 1. It doesn't look like it's gear 4.
I think if they score here, and that's going to be a match win for them. 3-0 up. Rajshahi Red. They're just one map away to win this grand final. What a crazy performance from Rajshahi Red Ishak there.
And you know what? The next map is Blackheart. One of the hardest maps I personally feel. I don't think everyone feels the same way. But it's definitely a small map. It's very mixy. It's very quick. It's very dirty. It's the scenes for Rajshahi Reds. They like to get up on your face. They like to take the gunfight to you. And I feel like it's the territory that Rajshahi Reds will be very comfortable in. And Dhaka Icons will have to have a miracle. A lights out 4-0 from here to make anything happen in this grand finals. Oh my word. Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready for Blackheart Hardpoint Map 4. We go in with Rajshahi Reds up by 3 and ready to play, ready to win the championship. Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready. All right. Here we go, map 4, all to play for Dhaka Icons. RAJ Red very comfortable. They're cozying up on that 3-0 lead. Pressure of the finals definitely taking over on Dhaka Icons. RAJ Red just looks like they are ready for this. They've been grinding, they look prepared, they look ready, they trust each other, they know what each other is doing, they're playing for each other. It's just incredible. Well-deserved champions. To be honest, if they lost today, I would go far as to say that this would have been an upset. Because RAJ Red just looks like they are absolutely dominating, and rightly so. Here we go. Map 4. RAJ Red playing for the championship. Dhaka Icons playing for survival. It looks like it's a full domination on the hill for Dhaka Icons, and domination they have to do all the way through till the end of the series if they have to bull this back on their side. I've always felt that Blackheart is a map that is probably a bit more comfortable for RAJ Reds, and I just feel that personally. I've not done any technical analysis to make that take. I just feel like for a team like RAJ Reds, Blackheart is probably a bit more on the comfort zone. It looks like it's so, because that feed just showed how quickly they can turn the tides back onto them. Dhaka Icons have been on the lead, but Ice, he manages to get lost behind them and takes multiple kills there. And it's just dead bodies of Icons all over the floor in this hill. As we go into P2, and it's RAJ Red all over this hill. And Akan, at the moment, trying to pick up 1 or 2 kills until his teammates arrive. Sholomolo at the back cannot do anything. A very clean break here from Dhaka Icons. Ice manages to skim through, but Atif strong enough. Big reads here by Akan. He's definitely switched on the party here. Big 3-piece there as they were trying to fly in. Is Cookie J being missed?
Oh, you haven't noticed?
No. I noticed that, but I was just more like, is he being missed being in the team right now? Because it just feels like, but nonetheless, RAJ Reds back on the lead, but it's neck and neck at the moment, and it does feel like, I don't know, Asif, I don't know, it just feels like that extra bite that Dhaka Icon usually has just seems to be showing. Maybe I'm just trying to create some momentum on their side, but probably not possible, because if you look at it now, it just looks like they're very much comfortable in this hill again, and they've got a 10-point lead again.
Yeah, the game is still very neck and neck. Both the teams played pretty well on the first 2 points. They moved on to P3. Dhaka Icons is taking majority of it as I speak. No, they're still defending their points still. I would say Ice and Akan are having solid performance in in this 4th map. We could be moving on to P4, which is the exact opposite of P3. Dhaka Icons should be having spawn, but never mind. You can see number 8, Rafi. He's playing for spawn. He will be facing Nav at the back. He might face 2 now. Never mind. Nav gets the kill. Akan on a 5. Bug gets taken down by Ice. Again, Dhaka Icons took the lead. They're about 15-ish points. I think both teams would slowly start doing the rotations for the last hard points. This hard point, I always get confused.
Strange little play there for Sholomolo to play the scraps whilst rotation for P5 is happening hot and heavy. I feel like that was just a very strange little play from Sholomolo. I don't know if I rate that, because he sort of managed to push out all the way to late with 10 seconds left and such a massive rotation to play for. his team has quickly bounced back and has managed to bring the momentum back to their side. That was a little strange little marginal gameplay that I don't know if I'm a super fan of. But nonetheless, here we go. RAJ Red back on the hill, back on the lead as well, very closely edging towards the lead. And oh my word, there was a last bit of fight from Akan, but he gets taken out, and RAJ Red just inching away with the lead again. It's neck and neck at this stage. We've seen this in map 1 where it went toe to toe until RAJ Red consolidated and then took away with a mammoth lead that Hycons could never respond back to. Can this repeat? Can history repeat itself in that way? At the moment, rotations for P1 is coming through, which is very close to this P5 hill, but Nav with a sub. Most of the players will be holding out a sub here. This map is one of those where everyone's going to be up at your heads, up at your faces. Big fight here on double windows. Ice trying to make all the moves, all the cameras. Throws in a stun. He gets stacked up here. Now he's going to have to lose himself because the communication is out that he's around us. He gets red on the flank. Nav takes him down, but it's a lone man survival by Merab on the hill with number 8 holding it down until his teammate arrives. Not much to trade between the two at this stage. This hill can get very mixy, very hard to follow because the bodies go down very quickly. They spawn back in very quickly as well. Rotations are coming through. You can see number 1 all the way at the back trying to play for that anchoring spawn here. Number 8 on the hunt for the lone wolf at the back. Nav trying to hide himself, trying to not give much information there. Rafi doesn't read for that, but number 6 on the hunt for Nav. Nav gets taken out, and it will probably be spawn secured and P2 secured as we go into this rotation. But from the front, Merab 38 manages to break it down. Prodigy coming in for the push. Does he get a timing? No, he doesn't. Merab manages to clean it up on the right lane. 2 coming through the push. Reinforcements arrive in the front by Nav, and he manages to take the 2. He can't get ice here, but nonetheless, Dhaka Icon seems to be comfortably holding out this hill. Ice trying to move around and try to take some of these lane control. With Sholomolo out from the side, they know that they have to break this side if they want to make anything happen, but Nav and team are just clinical here in holding this hill out. Atif definitely locked in. He sees the left, but he can't get him because he's stuck on a reload. Merab soaking in every bit of hill before they make this rotation. You can see number 7 again with a very late play behind them to slow down the charge. You've got the block spawns at the back, but number 3, Atif, manages to take out Ice, who was getting very mixy here in the middle. Prodigy with the double side push. Akan with the Hailstorm. Big break here from Akan. But Sholomolo out there to defend the sentry. Still RAJ Reds on the hill. Still a lot of pressure here for Dhaka Icons. He's weak on the hill. Trades come in. Prodigy jumping in with the handgun. Oh my word, what are you doing? This man does not need a primary. He's gonna play with a secondary. Easy, clean break there. And you can tell that Dhaka Icons currently have chalked any promise and any potential of that hill. They have completely let that go. Now they're going to play it tight for the spawn and map control here on this side of the hill. Again, RAJ Reds have their work cut out. Now they have to break this setup and they have to break the spawns here. Number 1 has got a very mixy gunfight here, but there is a 2 stack here, so potentially, can he get the trade? No, he doesn't. Ice! Prodigy! Oh my word, you're not allowed to do that! Oh my word, Prodigy, what are you doing? Oh my word, this man, what can he not do? Takes a critical 3-piece there, manages to get lost in the hill. The pressure continues to stay on, but if I were Dhaka Icons right now, I would start playing for the spawns here. I would start rotating because the margins are minimal. Bait the last minute push. Nav trying to play for critical scraps because I think it will come down to scrap time here. He gets taken out on a late push. It's nothing to play for in this 3-second hill left, and number 7, number 4, number 8, they're all in together. Numbersan does see him. Manages to take him out. Nav has his work cut out with this gunfight with Ice. Ice looking for Nav, trying to hunt him down. He gets taken out, and it seems to be very much a trade fest at the moment. Comfortably, Dhaka Icons get over to 200. And the score line doesn't show it, but definitely on the balance here. This game will come down to margins of errors. Whoever makes the smallest of mistakes will cost you big in this map. And with a contest like this, that will happen. Teams getting stuck on reloads here. And trades coming through very quick. 209 to 170. Not much to split this team apart. The next hill is going to be very mixy. It goes into P1, which is definitely one of the hardest hills, especially when the score lines are so tight. The margins of error will be limited. Rotations, setups, everything needs to be spot on. And right now, Rashai Reds definitely has good control over the hill, but Dhaka Icons managed to break through. Sholomolo, the lone sentry, does take a kill with him, but is it enough to get reinforcements back? Double door push from Ice, but he gets taken out by Ate, who constantly manages to challenge teams and players on this double step windows. Mirab now watching for this side spawn. Ice gets taken out. Oh my word, 234 to 179. It hasn't been Rashai Reds at any point. But Rashai Reds finally, it's some Reds. It split spawns on the left side. Number 5 seems to have taken a bit of time in trying to spawn in, which definitely slowed down the charge, but it was also split spawns because of that. Mirab manages to clean up, and then they are managing to get this rotation in. 10 seconds left for them to dominate. Cruises are out. 8 and 5 is definitely vulnerable on this cruise. They're jumping into P1 to create some space, but nonetheless, Dhaka Icons finally, when the doors come knocking, when the pressure is at its top, Dhaka Icons just come back with a sliver. With a sliver of hope. Can they keep themselves alive in this match? Can they keep themselves alive in this series? Rashai Red just need one victory. Just one. They've done it 3 times back to back. They can do one more map, I'm pretty sure. But Dhaka Icons has to be perfect. Perfect from here on out. A lot to play for. Stay with us as we get map 5 ready. We're going to search and destroy. Raid. Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready. Still a lot to play for. I keep saying it. Rashai Reds going in as favorites, but still a lot to play for in this series. Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready. Search and destroy. Raid. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching the grand finals and staying with us all this time. I'm Shrek, one of your main hosts of this grand final minor 1 pre-quals. With me in the comm box, we've got none other than Sif Lathan, one of the wildest takers in the community, one of the biggest challengers in the community, one of the wildest players in the community. What a guy, what a man, what a legend.
Two-time CDL champion. Maybe 3, I'm not sure. But 2 for sure. I have to, you know?
Bet.
Put it there. The audience needs to know.
Definitely. Alright, here we go. Search and destroy raid. Asif, take us away on round 1.
Alright, round 1, I think we're gonna have... I'll have a wild guess, but DHK icons to be attacking. Never mind, they're defending. Alright, RAJ Red was very well ready to play S&D in map 2. Let's see how they play out in raid. Alright, we're gonna have RAJ Red with the bomb. Going straight to B, all 4. Nav solo with the sniper. I think he gave the calls that it's a full B push. His teammate should be rushing to help him. Everybody took a swim. David gets 1. They all pushed him out. We're left on a 1v2. Mirror Mahin on 1v1 against Prodigy. And I have a feeling Prodigy got the kill there.
No. What
Never
game
mind.
are you watching?
It was Mahin. It was so fast. It was so fast. Couldn't keep up.
You can see that every time in offense, RAJ Red just likes to stack together. They really like to stack together and huddle the bomb carrier and make sure that that bomb gets out to the site as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible, and then they worry about routes and trades. That's what we've seen previously as well. Big nade spot here from Prodigy, and it looks like it's a cautious B push out from the bedside. Atif watching Zig here, falls back, trying to read for any flankers and late flankers. He knows he doesn't have much to do except for read out the back flank here. With middle routes covered by the bedside, all Atif needs to do is make sure that if anyone comes in the back... Oh, he just gets a timing here! Oh my word, the timings are incredible! The callouts don't come through, but Atif does manage to get a call out. He doesn't call out that he was getting shot at the back. Neither does... Oh my word! Bomb is down, so Atif does have some leverage here. So does have some leverage here to play with. Ice does sit down on the bomb. Checks for it. Oh my word! Atif, he almost costed that map with that timing and that call out. But he has redeemed himself with that clinical 1v1 clutch. Beautiful read there by Atif to redeem himself after a very strange passage of play at the start. 2-0 start. Strong start from DHK Icons. We saw that last time as well, Asif.
Yeah, they had a very strong start, but then I think RAJ Red, maybe that's also their strat. They want to see how the opponent plays out the map, and they change or they format the players accordingly. Like they started all playing all 4 together, and then they had a 2 split. You can see that they're almost doing the same thing now. 2 kills there by Prodigy. Prodigy gets Akhan and Mahin on a 2v3. Navi and Atif alive for Dhaka Icons. And you have Prodi, Cookie, and Ice. I think they're looking for a pick. Navi gets Prodi. Plays light really well there. Gets Ice as well. On a 1v2, Mr. Cookie. Cookie, fantastic 1v1, and he gets that round win. Putting the score on the board. Rajai Red. That's their first attack round win. All right.
To be honest, that was a horrible play from Nav. He knows where Cookie is, and he just jumps over that top, and he has his full body showing without compromising mantling visual. Cookie had all the time there to make that clutch happen, but Nav obviously made it much easier for him. It's another full stack here on the roundabout. It's a 3-3 situation, 6 and 3, and the trades happen very quick. The trades are happening very fast. 2v2 situation now.
We have someone on the flank.
Prodigy on the pillar side, and Cookie J on the flank. Bomb is down, and so they have to set the plant here. Trying to see if there's a flank coming in from the pillar side, but both players are now on the flank here. Cookie J about to peek through Laundry. I feel like Nav has seen him. Atif definitely. Atif gets stunned. Gets hit by the stun from Nav. Bomb is dropped, so... What just happened there? Why? What just happened there? I said it earlier, Asif. I said it earlier. Dhaka Icons have taken the lead before, and they've managed to choke it, and we've just seen that happen again. Rajai Red just consolidating here, just pulling themselves back, just a little reset, just a little shrug in the shoulders, and they're back.
Two for both teams. Rajai Red on the attacking round, taking bomb. I think it's gonna be a push for them now. They're gonna go to A straight away, and I could be right. Dark Icons have only one round. You have 2 people from mid. Look at Dark Icons. They're 2 on the flank. They might know. Never mind. Sholomolo gets Arham Knight. Akan might get one here. Mirab gets Ice with a nade. Prodigy, last man alive. Taka Icon should know that bomb has been dropped next to the roundabout. And he gets taken down. 3-2 for Taka Icons. But you can still see, Shotred, that Rajai Red is so structured in their SNDs.
Oh, definitely. It's just crazy. Did you see that push into Laundry? They just 2-stacked that, and Atif just had to run. He had to run for his life. It's incredible. But here we go. Dhaka Icons back on the lead, 3-2, but not comfortable. Definitely not comfortable. They have a lot of work to do to pull this off right now. You can see a 3-stack on the roundabout side, and it's a 3-stack from Dhaka Icons as well. It will be gun for gun, trade for trade. Oh my word! They all die very quickly, and it's a 3v1 situation. And Atif on the bomb, setting up the plant. Cookie J trying to play for some timings here. He's trying to sliver in through the pillars. Probably sees one, but no! They were watching that route like a hawk, and Cookie J gets taken out very easily, making light work. Dhaka Icons take a 2-round lead again. Is that enough though? I don't think so. I think Rajai Red have enough in them to pull this back and make it a 6-4. I really do. But will we see that, or will we see some miracle from Icons?
A very important round now for Dhaka Icons to, I wouldn't say to be in a comfortable situation, but still to have some breathing room. They're in a defense round. They should capitalize now and be at least one more round win ahead of Ratchai Red. But as we said before, wait, Arhamad gets the first blood. You can see that number 2 Cookie J is taking a bit of his time. Arham gets another kill. He gets pushed out by Proddy. Oh, and Cookie thought of jumping off the map would be simpler. I don't know if Arham Knight Atif was on a 4 streak. Did he get an ace? I know he got 3. We shall see now, but it's match point for Dhaka Icons.
If that wasn't a 2025 Cookie J player, I don't know what is. That is 2025 Cookie J doing a throwback for us. Shout out Cookie J from 2025. What a play there. 5-2 to Dhaka Icons. Can they consolidate and take this map? I feel like Rashai Red just still more gas left in them. Looks like a B stack here. Cholomolo gets taken out very quickly. Nav makes light work of him. Merab takes out Cookie J from the half wall there. On the basketball court, Ice trying to get someone, but no, it's a quick finish. That round ended way too fast. And 6-2 to Dhaka Icons. The series is now 3-2. 3-2. 3-2. Overload. Here we come. Here we come, Overload. Based on what we've witnessed in Overload the last time around, I feel like Rashai Red can still be very comfortable. They can be very much at peace knowing that it's Overload coming up next and they still have enough to still make the victory happen. But for that, you'll have to wait. Stay with us as we get the lobbies ready. We're going to Exposure for Overload. Stay with us. We got to manually set the lobbies up, so unfortunately it does take a little longer. But enjoy the music, enjoy the graphics, and we'll run some stats again for you to enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for map 6.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a map 6. A map 6 overload in. I always forget this map's name, Ishak, but if you could just
Exposure.
help me out. Exposure. All right. A very, very dominant performance on the first overload by Rajai Red. Ishak, are we gonna see the same one again?
I think so. I think so. For overload, you need a lot of reps, you need a lot of practice, and obviously we've said this through and through that throughout the series, Rajai Reds have looked like the better of the two, the more rehearsed of the two. So overload might cause the difference, might make the fundamental difference between the two teams, and I feel like it might just tilt Rajai Red's way. We'll see. Seems to be a very even start. Bomb has not been picked up by any team. I think Anaf had picked it up for a fraction of a second there, but he got taken out quite quickly after that. So very much fights are going down for the map control here. But Blue have managed to sneak away with the bomb, and it's a 3-stack charge onto the outer of Solar. But gets taken out. And it's a 4 down situation, and they're gonna try to advance here very aggressively. Playing softly for possession here, but gets taken out there underneath that Solar on that side. That corner can become a pretty mixy when there's a lot of stacking happening. Number 1 trying to play position, trying to take some routes here. He's trying to wait for his teammates so he can double team and play some possession here and not give too much away. DHK Icons definitely being singled out here as they try to chase after the bomb carrier. So Rajai Reds doing everything right. They're definitely using the possession to its full advantage and trying to single out every single DHK Icon attacker. The bomb has been picked up, but immediately gets taken down. Nav trying to get some control here. He goes up onto container now. Can he get some routes here? Can he get some timings? He's pushing up ahead. He's probably going to try to flank on the back here with the bomb down and probably everyone playing for the reset here. Nav might get a very good timing here, and potentially if he can no, he cannot. Unfortunately, he gets one with him, but he gets taken out right away on that L side with an instant trade coming down. And again, both teams very much level at this stage. 0-0, nothing to split it apart still. Gets taken out with the trade. Number 7 pushing down from the bottom. He knows that the bomb carrier has snuck away. He's going to try to chase after him. Trying to watch out any L push here. Bomb carrier looking behind him. Being a little hesitant here. Trying to slow down. Waiting for his teammates to arrive. Number 6, number 8, number 5 all stacked up. Waiting. Trying to read for that bomb push. Bomb push gets taken down. And oh my word. 1 minute 55 seconds left on the clock. Nothing to show on the scoreline except for a lot of gunfights and a lot of kills. Bomb carrier moving back out, back onto their side and trying to play position, trying to open up some space in the map. You can see number 6 pushing out. He's going to try to take out some of the lone wolf attackers here and trying to single things out. He's trying to get out of dirt. Number 4 takes out, gets taken out, but on dirt, on the push, gets taken out by Sholomolo and Cookie J, who are close to the bomb site. We're close to the bomb. And they are now managing a push out back to A. Bomb carrier gets out onto Zig. He's going to try to get a kill here, but Akan manages to clean up there. Bomb a little close to that Zig side for comfort here, because that spawn can get very tricky on that side. Possessions available. Again, number 5 is probably going to try to play that possession here. Bomb is very close to the score line. But no, nothing still doing between the teams. 48 seconds left on the clock. And no scores to show for any of the gunfights that we're watching here. Again, playing possession here, number 8. He's pushing out to the solar side. And Cookie J waiting for the bomb carrier. Now Cookie J manages to sneak through, and it might be a score from Cookie J. Oh my word, Cookie J, you beauty! Captain Fantastic manages to sneak away with that little score. 20 seconds left on the clock, and oh my god, Rashai Red manages to take the swing over to their side. And as they say, they come in threes, and oh my word, Atif does not read that push, and all of a sudden it's breaking apart. 2-0 to Rashai Red in the manner of only 30 seconds. Half time. And we see Rashai Red walk away with a 2-0 lead. Oh my word, what have we just witnessed, Asif?
So in the last 4 minutes were just kills straight. Both teams tried to take advantage of the map, but then the last 30 seconds we just see Cookie getting a kill, like getting a point, and then Ice just followed up with another in the spam of like, I don't know, less than 30 seconds. What a first half by Rashai Red. What a way to end the first half for Rashai Red, like having a 2-goal advantage, and to enter the second half is very it's a good position to be in for Rashai Red. Let's see if they can hold on to this score line. Rashai Red, will Tiger Icons be dominated again as they end the first overload? Tiger Icons got the bomb going down left side of the map. They might be able to score one. They do. Arham Knight gets one on the board for Tiger Icons. The bomb has been reset closer to our Atif again. You can see Akan making ways for Atif. Atif can equalize it, and he does. Ishakwa, too many things are happening at the same time. 2-2. The bomb has been shifted on the other side of the map. I should be capitalizing, but he's getting some kills now in P1. Yes, he does. He gets 2. Will he get the third one? Case will allow to open the map for Rashai Red. No, he's still looking for someone. I think he found it, but then lost him instantly. These kills are going to be very important for both teams. Sholomolov gets another score, making it 3-2 for Rashai Red. Ishakbar, what are your thoughts? A very competitive performance from both teams.
Well, Dhaka Icons need to rack up on this defense here, because it just looks like Rashai Reds is turning up the heat in terms of pace, and Dhaka Icons definitely playing in their traditional style, a little cautious, playing their fundamentals, trying to keep the discipline going at all times, trying to make sure that they have all the perfect scenarios to be able to make their plays, making sure they're comfortable with whatever route they're taking. Right now, Rashai Red definitely causing a lot of storm in the middle of the map, with number 2 sneaking away with the bomb, trying to play possessions here on dirt and trying to single out some gunfights here, and they do. Number 7, the lone man there, trying to defend. He manages to take out the bomb carrier, and reinforcements do come in time with number 1 trying to hold down a bit of a charge here, but he gets taken out as well. But Cookie J is there for reinforcement with his AR on the sights, and he will manage to make light work of this push here. And with Atif's cruise manages to slow things down, but no one has made much of a significant advance to the bomb sites or asking questions that could be left unanswered at the moment. Very much down to who goes away with that next goal. If it's RAJ Reds, I feel like I'm gonna call it there. I think it's a series for RAJ Reds. Dhaka Icons have a lot of work to do here. Prodigy manages to get a big kill there. He takes the possession of the bomb, and there's no one here at the moment, but for sure Ice will manage to get this kill here. He manages to get the kill in the right amount of time. Takes another, but he gets traded at the same time, and Prodigy with a very crucial friendly fire, but I think possession is back onto RAJ Red side, who have managed to swing it over to the Zig side. Icons have read that perfectly. Cookie J sneaks away with a big kill there, and he manages to stay alive, but he doesn't. He gets slowed down because of that very awkward jump. The dirt push at the moment. Good hold there by number 5, Nav, on the middle, so that his team has some good cover and reinforcement while he sits on that with the bomb in possession on the dirt side. They're drawing this out onto the left side here. Number 1 trying to get out to Plat. He needs to get this gunfight. He does manage to get him. He jumps through. No! Oh my word, he was inches away. Number 7, can you take it? No, you cannot. 1 second left. And oh my word! RAJ Red champions! Minor 1 pre-quals. They are here to fight. They are here to win. And glory shall be theirs. First ever championship for Cookie J and squad. First ever CDBL title. Oh my word. This is a monumental moment for everyone in the community. The first championship for Cookie J, first championship for Prodigy, first championship for Sholo Molo, first championship for Ice. Most importantly, the first championship for BTV squad, RAJ Red. Oh my word, what have we just seen? Incredible gunfights, incredible gameplay from both sides. Take nothing away from either. But we have just witnessed the first champions of the CDBL League in Minor 1. There's still a lot to play for in the league, still a lot to grind, but at the moment, Cookie J and squad live it up, take the glory, and enjoy it, because the CDBL title is like no other, and you are at the mighty top, and there's no one above you at the moment. Thank you all for supporting us throughout this weekend. It was an incredible weekend of great gunfights, great gameplays. We will be back with more soon enough in the league with majors coming up. But until then, stay safe. Have a lovely rest of the Ramadan. And we will see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe.